Kirk presiding. Doing our invocation this evening is Pastor Herb Brooks of St. John's Missionary Baptist Church, after which he will lead us in the pledge. Pastor Brooks.
Thank you, Mr. Girl. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you mind joining me in prayer? Gracious Father, we come tonight thanking you for our city of Joliet, our mayor, and all of our council persons as they come to do the business. And Lord, during this very important celebration Lenten season, we're reminded of your word in John 14:27, when you told us, my peace I leave with you. Not as the world give to you, let not your heart be troubled. My peace I give to you. And on tonight, we are praying for peace here in Joliet and our state of Illinois and all over our country, Lord. Bless this agenda tonight. Bless all of our residents of Joliet and all of the awards on tonight. Thank you, Lord, for the business that they have conducted and you called them to do. In our Lord's name we do pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's see, still around.
Yeah.
Still be right.
Right.
He can eat pretty good.
Is that what it was?
Appreciate it. We have two proclamations this evening. The first proclamation is regarding the 2018 IHSA Large Division State Champions Joliet West Varsity Competitive Cheerleading Team.
Can I get Coach DeForty and Coach Stortz up here, and the girls come on up? And come on up, girls. Isaiah, come on up. Okay, what we have here is a dynasty. These kids are just phenomenal. 2 years ago, they won state. Last year, they lost by 2 points, and this year they just killed it. And Coach DeForty and Coach Stortz, they put in a tremendous amount of time. I used to be on the high school board, and I went down to Bloomington and I watched them perform the last 2 years, and what they do is just amazing. Each one of the kids is a great kid, and they have great coaches. And tonight we're gonna offer this proclamation to you. Okay? The proclamation reads: the Joliet West Varsity Competitive Cheerleading Team recently brought recognition to the city of Joliet by winning the IHSA Large Division 2018 State Championship in Bloomington Normal on February 3rd, 2018. This is the second West team to win a state title since the Joliet Township Schools went back to 2 programs. The success of the Joliet West Varsity Competitive Cheerleading Team is due to a great effort put forth by the squad members who committed themselves to producing their best for Joliet West High School, and also due to the dedication of head coach Amy DeForty, along with assistant coach Becky Stortz, and team managers Savannah Delrose and Sam Saez. The Joliet West Varsity Competitive Cheerleading Team consists of 23 outstanding squad members: Alyssa Anderson, Kennedy Aubrey, Hope Benavides, Kelsey Bishop, Maddie Blank, Leah Combs, Leah Delatree, Sarah DiNardo, Cheyenne Eads, Michaela Garcia, Katie Gibson, Michaela Hurd, Taylor Lotta, Ariel Lindsay, Isaiah McGrowan, Lindsay McCrea, Naya Mitchell, Jasmine Morales, Haley Nerzik, Jessica Orr, Tia Rowland, Lexi Stara, and Julia Todd. This team was both physically and mentally strong. They were determined to capture the state title. West posted a 94.44 score, which was the best total of any team in all 4 divisions, and also led by 4.31 points, which was the largest margin of victory for a championship in their class. Therefore, I, Robert Odekirk, Mayor of the City of Joliet, Illinois, on behalf of the Joliet City Council, would like to recognize the accomplishments of the Joliet varsity competitive cheerleading team and congratulate them on winning the 2018 IHSA Large Varsity Division Championship. Signed, Mayor Robert Odekirk.
On behalf of Joliet West Cheerleading, we just want to thank everybody for the tremendous support, the community of Joliet, the parents, the fans, the students, the teachers, the list goes on and on. Everybody has been extremely supportive. This isn't just a win for our program, but it's a win for everybody. Like I said, it takes a village, and everybody's just been a huge asset to this accomplishment, and we truly appreciate it. So thank you, and obviously thank you to the amazing team for the hard work you guys have put in.
Sure.
One, two, three. Cheese.
You should say cheer.
Cheer.
Then you guys can put it on Instagram and Twitter. All right.
Congratulations. Good job.
All right, all in. All in.
5, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What are we JWBC up to?
They were going to do a pyramid. I was going to stop.
Why? It's carpeted.
There you go. There you go. That's right.
Before we move on to the proclamation, I do have an order of business. I forgot to call roll call at the beginning of the meeting. So Mayor Odekirk.
Here.
Councilman Dickinson.
Here.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Here.
Councilman Girl.
Here.
Councilman Hug.
Here.
Councilman Morris.
Here.
Councilman Mudrin.
Here.
Councilwoman Coleman. Here. Councilman Turk.
Here.
Krista, were we all here before it started?
Councilman Turk arrived 5 minutes late.
I called in.
Duly noted.
I called in.
The next proclamation is in regards to the 2018 IHSA Class 2A Wrestling State Champion, Joliet Catholic Academy, Sheen Ameti.
I'll shut the whole thing off.
Yeah, shut the whole thing down.
Okay.
I had to do that last week. Or last week.
Dean, just stay over here and the TV's on someplace. Similar to Joliet West, we have another state champ here. Before I start with his accomplishments, I'd like to congratulate the other people from the Joliet area. So we have 5 individuals, 1 state champ, but from Joliet Catholic, Jack Finnegan came in 5th place. Jonathan Poland from Joliet West, 170 pounder, came in 4th place. Enzo Sylvia from Plainfield South came in 6th place. And another Joliet person from Plainfield Central, Thomas Gustafson, came in 2nd place. Congratulations to all of them. Dean. Whereas Dean DJ Ameti, a freshman from Joliet Catholic Academy, recently brought recognition to the city of Joliet, winning an IHSA Class II 2018 State Wrestling Champion in Champaign, Illinois on February 17th, 2018. Ameti's victory marks just the 2nd individual state wrestling champion in the JCA program history. Whereas the last wrestling state champion's victory for Joliet Catholic Academy was in 1967, over a half a century ago. Ameti dominated the regional, sectional, placing himself into the state finals. In the state finals, DJ won the first match with a pin in 55 seconds, the second match with a technical fall, 17-1 in 4 minutes and 55 seconds, and the third match with a pin in 1 minute, 32 seconds. Whereas final championship matches, he won 17-2 in the final with a technical fall in 5 minutes and 10 seconds, captured the Class A state title at 106 pounds. JD finished the season with a record of 46 wins, 4 losses. DJ had 9 matches in the state tournament and 1 bye. The total time of the 9 matches could have been 54 minutes if it didn't go into overtime. It took him 26 minutes, 58 seconds of wrestling. One man survived the entire 6 minutes, who he pinned in the finals. Now, whereas I, Robert Odekirk, Mayor of the City of Joliet, Illinois, on behalf of the Joliet City Council, would like to recognize the accomplishments of Dean Ameti, and congratulate him on winning the 2018 IHSA Class 2A State Wrestling Championship at 106 pounds, dated March 5th, 2018, signed Robert Odekirk, Mayor.
Just want to thank my school and my mom and my dad and my coaches and all the practice partners I had during the year. They really helped me a lot to dominate in the state series.
Great job.
Nice job. I was like to be one of the practice partners.
DJ, I think I could take you.
Facebook, Joliet.
One, two. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Nice job.
Yeah.
Before we move on to business, I believe Mike Hansen had to say a few words.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. I think that I just wanted to recognize, all of you heard that this was the 2nd state champion from Joliet Catholic, and I think we should recognize our own councilman, Pat Mudron, who was the first state wrestling champion. And I think you should take a look at the picture, 1967 yearbook there. I was a sophomore at Joliet Catholic at the time, and I can tell you just how dominant Pat was, and it was fun watching him wrestle back then. Pat, do you remember what your record was that year?
I know I had 1 tie.
1 tie. Who was that? Who was 27-0-1? You're correct. Who tied you?
A kid by the name of Chandler from Lincoln Way.
Lincoln Way, who you beat for the state title.
Yes.
Right, and he was about 6'5", 280, as I recall.
He's a good-sized boy.
How many times did you wrestle him?
That was way before weight classes.
Yeah, didn't you wrestle him 3 or 4 times, literally? Okay, and he was easily the second best person in the state finals. And you got fourth.
Which he proved the next year when he won.
Exactly, and then he went on to college wrestling too, as I recall, somewhere. I don't know where, but.
I don't remember where.
Anyway, I just thought we should recognize Pat being the first one, even though it was 51 years ago, and congratulations, Pat. So.
I think TJ's a little bit better looking than.
He's only a freshman.
I won't sit in your seat no more. I'll move to take that picture down.
Second. Already down. Next is mayor's appointments. None this evening. Approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda with the following change? Remove Council Memo 133-18, request authorization to purchase flooring for the interior space at the Joliet Route 66 Stadium to be reviewed in the future by the Stadium Committee.
So moved.
Second. In motion and seconded to approve the agenda as written with the removal of Council Memo 133-18. Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillen.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is citizens to be heard on agenda items. Is there anyone present this evening that would like to speak on an agenda item?
Something about the Dunkin' Donut thing on the Center Point Way. I don't know, 119-18.
Does she have a comment on it? Did you have a,
Do you have a comment? Are you going to speak to the council?
Ask a question, do I ask it now?
Yeah.
if you have a question on the agenda item, then you would need to speak now under citizens to be heard.
Go ahead.
I know 119-18. Do I have to speak now? Ask my questions now on that?
It's an agenda item, so now would be the appropriate time.
I haven't heard details on it. It's awful hard to ask questions if you don't hear details yet, you know? So, my question would be on this permit for this Dunkin' Donut thing on there. It's like a gas station combo thing. You know, the driveways they're gonna have for this thing, they're already, you know, they got it made up to where almost one driveway is almost about to come out on Vetter Road. They're trying to sneak that in. That's what my question is, are they gonna have, do you have the semis come on Vetter Road to go turn into that gas station Dunkin' Donut thing then? Nobody knows.
Thank you.
Answer the question. Come on, you guys got us on agenda. Who's speaking for this thing?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to speak on an agenda item?
Who is speaking on this agenda item?
Greg is standing back there.
If you can answer the question, yeah, I don't know what the question is. There's a question about the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through?
Yeah. You know, it's a gas station combo Dunkin' Donut Bob's thing you're gonna have.
Yeah, so
My
this is,
question is on the driveways for this thing, because you got it to where, here on Center Point Way, you got an entrance here, but then you guys are trying to make an entrance in the back.
Answer the question, please.
yeah, so the drive-through permit request is for a Dunkin' Donuts as part of the Lens Fuel and Fuel gas station / truck stop at Center Point Way and Vetter Road. There's several entrances on Center Point Way. There also is one entrance just short distance up Vetter Road, yes.
But is that gonna be where trucks are gonna be
The
coming?
trucks will be allowed to go in that entrance, yes.
There's a no truck sign on Vetter Road. No trucks are supposed to be allowed on Vetter Road, so no, you better reconsider.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not letting trucks come on.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak on an agenda item? Seeing none, we'll move to council committee reports, public service committee report.
Public Service Committee met today at 4 p.m. here in the council conference room. Generally, it was,
the other entrance then.
well, in attendance, first off, was myself, Councilman Dickinson, and Councilwoman Gavin, as well as an array of staff. And nothing in particular stood out. There was a number of different contracts let for the ongoing CSO project, as well as other rehabilitation projects for the sewer and water system in Joliet. Of course, our goal is to replace 1% of the system each year moving forward, and maybe down the road get to 2%, but definitely 1% according to the consultant is the minimum, and we are going to be doing that. The sewer and water department plans on doing that. Other than that, we looked through, we did have the just mentioned Dunkin' Donuts application or permission for a drive-through permit for the Dunkin' Donuts. And other than that, we looked at, had a brief presentation on our fleet, current fleet, and David Hales indicated that that's something that he's going to be coming to the council at some other date with some information on fleet per maintenance and such. Other than that, we found everything to be in order. All items were voted on, except for the one that was removed and sent to the stadium committee for the carpeting inside the stadium. All other items were voted on and unanimously sent forward to the council with their recommendation for approval. And that's my report on the committee. Thank you.
I show no other reports. Under consent agenda, approval of the minutes, it's recommended the minutes of the combined council meeting held on February 20th, 2018 stand approved as recorded. Council Memo 115-18, position vacancies. It's recommended the city manager be authorized to fill 1 SharePoint tech analyst position in the information technology department and 2 firefighter paramedic positions and any subsequent vacancies which may occur. Council Memo 116-18, regular payroll for December 22nd, 2017 through January 4th, 2018, $3,564,177.17. And Council Memo 117-18, regular payroll for January 5th, 2018 through January 18th, 2018, $3,632,572.08. It's recommended said regular payrolls be approved. Is there a motion to approve said consent agenda items?
So moved.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hutt.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Just one question, Your Honor. On the position vacancies, it says 2 firefighter, paramedic retirements or positions, and then on the second page it says 3 full-time positions. Do you know what that is, David?
The 3 full-time position included the SharePoint tech position as well.
Oh, okay, okay. You know, I remember a couple of meetings ago, we talked about 6 positions. Is this just the first 3 or first 2?
Excuse me, this dealt with what positions again?
Firefighter positions?
Firefighter, yeah, there is a combination of, I think, 2 positions already that were approved, and we're moving ahead with the hiring. And then, Joe, help me on this, and if you'd just come up and clarify the hiring of the firefighters.
Yes, Mayor and Council. These 2 positions that you're approving tonight will go along with 7 additional positions that were approved as subsequent openings in previous council memos. So we will be looking to hire 9 total positions.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And can you also, we're hoping to, on quite a few of those, possibly even get them into the fire academy, and what is it, April coming up for those who need to?
Yes, there's an April academy. So we're looking to hire in March, and any that would have to go to the academy would attend in April.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Motion carried. Under licenses and permit applications, Council Memo 119-18, application for a drive-through permit for a Dunkin' Donuts restaurant at 21670 Centerpoint Way. It's recommended this drive-through permit be approved.
So moved.
Question, Mayor.
Yes.
Is Mr. Hanson still here?
No.
Because normally he has a meeting with the neighbors out there, and apparently they didn't have a meeting to let them know this was coming. and I'm very surprised at that, because I didn't know it was coming either till I saw it on the agenda. I know they have concerns out there because Vetter Road can't handle this 18-wheel truck traffic. It's just a blacktop road out there. So if there's any way that we can keep them from coming down, and Kathy was right in saying that it is a no truck route right now. So are we going to be able to enforce that so they don't go down Vetter Road to go to the Dunkin' Donuts?
So there is an entrance proposed off Vetter Road. Vetter Road has been completely reconstructed from Center Point Way north to the Mars facility, which is north of the proposed gas station truck stop. What we can do is move that no truck sign to the north side of the entrance for the gas station facility.
No trucks going in and out, period.
Come on, guys, don't yell out.
Trucks are gonna be going down Vetter Road.
Excuse me, please, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Okay, I guess, I mean, it's a,
You are gonna move the signs?
Yeah, we can easily move the sign north of that entrance.
Thank you.
okay, thank you.
There was a motion to approve the drive-through permit for the Dunkin' Donuts at 21670 Center Point Way, but I need a second.
Second.
And motion seconded to approve, Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
I want the Dunkin' Donuts, but because there was never a meeting with the neighbors, I'm gonna have to vote no.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Motion carried 7-1. Under public hearings, Council Memo 121-18, annexation of 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital located at Maple Road and Hubbard Street, classification to RB restricted business zoning, and approval of an annexation agreement. This includes the resolution approving the annexation agreement, an ordinance approving the annexation, and an ordinance approving the classification of 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital to RB zoning. This is a public hearing, so comments are in order at this time.
Is there anyone who'd like to comment on this issue?
Seeing none, let the record show the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve a resolution approving an annexation agreement of 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital located at Maple Road and Hubbard Street? An ordinance approving the annexation of 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital located at Maple Road and Hubbard Street, and an ordinance approving the classification of 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital located at Maple and Hubbard Street to RB zoning.
So moved. Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Motion carries. Under ordinances, Council Memo 123-18, ordinance approving a variation of use to allow the continuation of 2 single-family residences in an R2 single-family zoning district on 1 lot located at 826 Gardner Street. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 124-18, an ordinance approving a special use permit to allow a therapeutic massage and pain relief business within an existing tenant space located at 600 Theodore Street, Unit 1. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 125-18 is an ordinance adding Section 1-15, debt collection fee imposed of the City of Joliet Code of Ordinances, adding a debt collection fee when outstanding balances due to the city are sent to a collection agency. It's recommended said ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 126-18, an ordinance adopting amendment number 2 to the City Center Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Plan and Project, an ordinance approving the Tax Increment Financing District Eligibility Study and Redevelopment Plan and Project for the Downtown Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Project Area, an ordinance designating the Downtown Redevelopment Project Area, and an ordinance adopting tax increment financing. It's recommended said ordinances be adopted.
So moved.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Motion carried. Under resolutions, Council Memo 128-18, a resolution approving a TIF development agreement with Historic Louis Joliet Apartments LLC, 22 East Clinton Street. It's recommended Council Memo 128-18 be tabled indefinitely.
Motion to table.
Second?
Been motioned and seconded to table 128-18 indefinitely. Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 129-18, a resolution accepting Illinois Environmental Protection Agency low-interest loan L1754428 for the 2018 water main rehabilitation project. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo 130-18, a resolution authorizing staff to apply for a certified local government grant. It's recommended said resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
Question, ma'am. Yeah. David, this is just to approve us applying for the grant. We're not guaranteed to get the grant, but
Correct.
we
Yes.
apply. But we are not approving anything to do with actually doing the study yet, just to apply for the grant to see if we can get the grant.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, and again, we're especially wanting to bring it to the council because there is a local participation as specified in the memo. So we want to make sure if we did receive the grant, you knew going into it, there would be a cost share associated with the city, but
we still have to come back to actually approve
the contract for the
and
grant,
study.
yes.
Okay.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve Council Memo 130-18, which is a resolution authorizing staff to apply for a certified local government grant. Councilman Girl. Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Motion carried. Under bids and contracts, awarded contracts, Council Memo 132-18, approved contracts for information technology professional services. Council Memo 133-18 was previously removed. Council Memo 134-18, award a contract for the 2018 sanitary sewer rehabilitation project. Council Memo 135-18, award a contract for the downtown storm and sanitary sewer improvements project. Council Memo 136-18, award a contract for the 921 East Washington Street Stream Bank Stabilization Project. Council Memo 137-18, approve a professional services agreement for the 2019 Water System Rehabilitation Program. It's recommended Council Memos 132-18 and 134 through 137-18 be approved.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Motion carried. Amendments, change orders, and payments. Council Memo 139-18, approved change order number 1 for the Joliet Minor League Baseball Park landscaping project. Council Memo 140-18, approved change order number 2 for the combined sewer overflow long-term control plan phase 3 wet weather treatment facility project. Council Memo 141-18, approved payment for contractor snow removal for storms on February 8th through the 11th, 2018. It's recommended Council Memos 139 through 141-18 be approved.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilman Dickinson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is the city manager's report.
Have nothing to report tonight. Thank you.
New business not for final action or recommendation.
I have nothing.
No.
Nothing, John?
Nope.
Next is public comments. Is there anyone that would like to speak under public comments this evening?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. Yesterday I'd wanted to speak and Krista didn't see me and we talked after the meeting. She apologized for that. I wanted to respond because there was a presentation by the Mr. Irene in the Black Chamber of Commerce, which were representing the Black Contractors Association. Recently on social media, there were several comments made by members of the group that the Housing Authority had not provided minority subcontracting. And I was very angry because I had worked for several weeks, several months with Councilman Gavin, Councilman Morris, and the mayor to make that happen. And we had $1,190,302 that was awarded to subcontracted to minority contractors. Of those contractors, Geo Services was a minority contractor, Stevenson Siding, New Era Painting, Divine Concrete, Sellers and Sellers, Sanders Transport, Motivational Inc., and our consultant, which consulted for us on Section 3, was at $31,000. So there was minority subcontracting work that was done, and that doesn't include the non-minority contractors who had hired minorities on the job site. We did almost $980,000 worth of work on the drywall, and 50% of that was minorities, many of them being Hispanic. So we had many minorities in the job. But as Ms. Gavin, Mr. Morris, and the mayor can tell you, there were several meetings in which they really pushed the contractor to get this done. But we did have minorities in the job site, and I was very offended when I read some of the comments that were on social media that there were no minority contractors on site. That was totally not true. In the future, we're going to be building 42 new homes at Liberty Meadows, and we could be building after that anywhere between 40 to 100 new homes somewhere in the greater Will County area. And one of the things I'm trying to work on, if it's possible, is working with the construction trades to do what we did in the 90s and have a minority apprenticeship program, which would bring African Americans, Hispanic minorities into the central trades in an apprenticeship program and get on-the-job training. That was a very successful program in the 90s. It was approved by the federal government, and I hope to try and do something similar to that, working with the building construction trades. I want to add that our project, unlike the county's project, was a $20 million private investment. These were private investors who came together, and $14.2 million of that was the actual construction cost. So we did have minority participation, and I did talk to them after the meeting and told them that I was offended by some of the remarks that were made on social media. And I also reminded Mr. Ivory that he talked about representing 3 presidents or working with 3 presidents and a governor that 85% of the minority community don't support. But we had a very give and take discussion out in the hallway, and I let him know that I didn't appreciate that we did work hard. There were members of the city council that worked hard to make this happen, which I appreciate. And going forward, we intend to continue, as far as the housing authority is concerned, in constructing new homes, affordable homes. And by the way, those 68 affordable homes that were built by displays are all occupied, and those people are very happy. I go out there quite often and visit with them. So we look forward to our next project, and there will be minority participation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm Judy Kreiser. I live on Vetter Road. You know, I've been in here before talking to you people. Our problem is, and nothing's been done about it, is the Mars warehouse up there on the corner of Center Point Way and Vetter Road. The noise, we can't sleep at night. We've been to the mayor's office, we've called all over. Nobody wants to do anything about it. You need to make them put a big wall up there or something so the neighbors don't have to hear it. We can't sleep on Vetter Road. I'm sorry. You stay up all night and see how you feel after a week of putting up with the noise. Something's got to be done. And as far as this permitting, the Dunkin' Donuts, you say, oh, well, the trucks are going to be coming out on the Vetter Road. They are not going to turn, they're going to go down Vetter Road. I'm sorry, they are not going to turn up the Center Point Way. That we've had a problem with them coming out of the intermobile, turning right when they're supposed to be turning left. They've gone down, they sneak down Vetter Road. It's not made for that. You people get out there and you look and you see. You go out there in the middle of the night and you listen to the noise and see how many nights you can sleep. Something's got to be done. Now, what can be done about it? Who can do it? Who can do it? Can the city council make them do something? We need to know. You know, why should we have to sue them and have it wind up in court for years and years? That would be our money. That would, you know, and you people sit there and you're approving this. Why? It doesn't make sense. We would like to sleep on Vetter Road. I'm sorry. You, like I said, you stay up for a week. You stay up all night and listen to the noise. Go down and visit in the middle of the night. It starts at 9 o'clock, and it really gets bad about 2 o'clock because the trucks, the cooling system on those trucks, they're filling them trucks up again in the middle of the night to go out in the morning. The noise is horrendous. I want you people to look into it because it's not fair to us that we can't sleep at night. We want to know what can be done. Is there anybody that can do something or make them do that? You know, put up a fence so that we don't have to hear them. It would be so easy. You know, we're desperate. I'm sorry. And about them people, the trucks coming out on Vetter Road, who's going to enforce that? Yeah, we'll move the sign. That's not going to keep the trucks from going down Vetter Road. I'm sorry. They're going to want to go out to Laraway Road the fastest they could get, and it would be going down Vetter Road. You come down Vetter Road and see. You come down our way and look and see what we're putting up with. Now, when can I get an answer about something can be done? Who can do something? You tell me.
David, have you, I know I've gotten a phone call, and we actually went down there a couple times. It wasn't at 2 in the morning, but I didn't hear any noise.
Well, like I told you, I told you before.
Is there someone from staff that can look into this?
Yes, yeah, and certainly if there is truck routes designated on those roads, then certainly that can be enforced. It'll take, you know, extra patrols by the state, but let us have the Public Works Director and his staff see just, you know, is there anything that can be done with current signage, current routes that have been identified, or anything else. Sometimes it also takes getting in touch with the companies that hire, you know, or contract with the drivers, and that's something we can look into as well.
Come on, we've been up there several times and complained about it. We've set the police out there. You people get out there in the middle of the night when they're filling them trucks up, and you can hear them trucks going. You know, it's in the middle of the night. They're filling the trucks up. In the day, they're emptying the trucks. The trucks aren't going. It's in the middle of the night that you hear the trucks going. those refrigeration units on them trucks. You know, something's got to be done. And you people can't tell me anything? Oh, we're going to do truck routes. Well, you people haven't been able to get them to turn left going out of that intermodal. And if they're supposed to turn left, no, they turn right into traffic. And nothing's done. We complain, nothing gets done.
You're at the 4-minute time limit. Can you wrap it up, please?
Well, I would sure like to hear from somebody about what can be done. I'm sorry. You people permitted them people. There was no hearing on it. We had no say-so in having it go in there.
Thank you.
Something's got to be done.
You guys want to hear the noise? This is quiet during the daytime. Just listen. You hear that? That is a refrigeration unit on a trailer just starting up by itself. This noise is louder than this at nighttime. I hear that sound you just heard, I hear that very loud in my bedroom. And you guys came out during the day. During the day, it's quieter. Like she say, nighttime is when they get really loud because you know why? Because all you guys are out home, you're out of your offices, and nothing can be done. We can't call you guys at 2 in the morning and say, look, get somebody out here to listen to this. Something's got to be done. There's no sound barriers on that thing. And I've been up there. I've had to call the cops how many times, and the cops say they've gone up there and they say, oh, this is our normal business. This is the way we normally do it. Well, the Illinois Pollution Board could tell you is like they cannot bring this noise to what was used to be a quiet, peaceful community. We are used to the peaceful quietness and silence. We deserve to still have that in our dignity. And this ain't any different than somebody disturbing the peace. Disturbing the peace means disrupting somebody's ability to peaceful and tranquility. This ain't peaceful and tranquility. It's affecting our sleep and everything. And as far as the trucks turning right coming out of intermodal, another thing about that, we're tired of being harassed by the cops. You know, same cop that gave my mom a ticket last year, well, this same cop came over the other day, a couple weeks ago. One truck came out there, turned right toward us, right at our vehicle, of course. You know, she took the video of it, and we're just sitting there. I'm sitting there trying to get myself back together because another truck has just turned right toward us. I'm trying to get myself back together before I continue on driving. And I'm on Schweitzer Road. I have my flashers on. This same cop comes up, and he's harassing me. Then I call in to Sharon, the police chief's secretary, says this officer calls in and says, we're taking pictures. We weren't taking pictures when he arrived. You know, I don't appreciate being harassed. And then he turns around, he's following us all the way down Center Point Way, down Lair Way, down Brandon, all the way to Route 6. He's right on my tail. For what? I did nothing wrong. I'm not allowed to get my composure back from when a truck turns right at us coming out at intermodal. What, I'm supposed to drive all shook up and drive like this? Because I'm shook up then? Tell your cops to leave us alone.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak under public comments? Seeing none, next is mayor and council comments.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Brown Chapel AME Church during their Founders Day celebration on February 24th. They gave me the Distinguished Community Service Award. And I want to thank that congregation for that. As I said, we never do this stuff by ourselves. It's always a team effort. So I just want to give them and Pastor Curtis a thank you for that award.
Just briefly, Mr. Hernandez mentioned social media, and I'm going to make a statement here. We had a family within our community on Friday in John's district that suffered a devastating loss. I'm not going to go through the details. I am going to ask the community to pray for the Davis family, to keep them in their prayers and thoughts. And I'm going to ask ignorant people, both in the media and outside the media, it is not acceptable to call a 16-year-old girl on her cell phone when she's lost her parents because you were able to get the damn number from somebody. That's unacceptable. It's not acceptable to go on there and rip up a family that's going through something I cannot even imagine, losing my mom and my dad. And I'm calling on this community to pray for the Davis family, and for those that have no decency, show some decency, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Mayor, the Joliet Slammers baseball team had a advertising sign up on the gate from an operation by the name of Cards Against Humanity. That sign has now been removed.
Just very quickly, I'm on a committee with many other community leaders in town and for District 86 Public Schools. And the meeting we had last week is to get the children ready for kindergarten. I know it sounds early, but it's never too late to start. And these are the booklets that'll be out there in the community, and they haven't passed them out yet. And when you open it up, it tells you everything what you need to get your child ready for kindergarten, organizational skills and helping them with their numbers and reading if they're not up to that par level as of yet. These are the flyers are in Spanish and English. And on Thursday, March 8th is registration coming up already for the school year of 2018-19. And on Thursday, it's at 5:30 at 5:37, and I'm trying to find out where it's at. Forest Park. Forest Park. Forest Park. And then again on Friday the 9th from 9 a.m. to 1:30. We're going to put this also on the city website and the District 86 website as well. That's all I have. Thank you.
A couple of things. Number one, last week the Joliet Cyborgs had a presentation. I attended. I wasn't able to see the whole program, but congratulations to the Joliet Cyborgs and to their fine teachers. They're some real bright young men and women in our school system, so congratulations. And then also last week I traveled to Washington, D.C. I was invited to join a delegation of mayors from the state of Illinois to meet with this administration and some of the key members of the administration. We did speak about I-80 and the infrastructure issues. I also have some contact people. Jim Triz is not here tonight, but I know we've struggled with a federal mandate which rezoned our downtown Joliet, made it a floodplain, and we're facing the prospect of having to build a levee. So hopefully this trip will bear some fruit, that we have someone within the administration we can reach out to. And of course, the overall water issues that we're facing here in Joliet. So it was a very enlightening trip, and I was glad to do it. And I thought it was really a nice program to reach out to individuals, go down to the community level, have the federal government reaching out to the community, saying, hey, we're here to help. Here's our contact people. If there's anything we can do for you locally, we'd like to do it. So it was a great trip. That's all I have tonight.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Motion and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Hurry up before Hale says.